In contemporary society, the fast food industry plays a significant role, generating millions of dollars in revenue. While McDonald's, Taco Bell, and KFC are household names, numerous other successful chains have emerged over the years. However, some of the establishments have vanished from the scene, no longer operating. In this video, we'll delve into some of the defunct restaurants and explore their stories. Winkies was established in 1963 by the Ehrenstein brothers, initially not intending to venture into the fast food industry. Originally meat suppliers, their business took an unexpected turn when they noticed a surge in orders from a particular restaurant, McDonald's. Inspired by McDonald's success, they launched the first Winkies location. By supplying meat directly to their own restaurant, they eliminated the need for a middleman. At its height, Winkies boasted 42 locations across 3 states. However, they faced financial challenges and eventually filed for bankruptcy in the early 1980s. Showbiz Pizza Place was established in 1980 by Creative Engineering and Robert Brock. At its zenith, it boasted 280 stores. The chain initially thrived by leveraging the popularity of video games. What set Showbiz apart from Chuck E. Cheese was its innovative animatronics. Despite being headquartered in Irving, Texas, the company couldn't sustain itself independently. Consequently, it merged with Chuck E. Cheese in 1992, leading to the rebranding of all locations. Childs was among the earliest restaurant chains in the United States, originating in 1889 at New York City location. Rapid expansion followed, extending to 29 cities nationwide and even into Canada. Its pioneering business model set the stage for future restaurant giants like McDonald's, emphasizing food variety, service, and sanitation. During its heyday in the 1920s and 1930s, Childs boasted 125 operational locations. However, challenges emerged in the subsequent decades. Despite efforts to introduce new offerings such as hot dogs and ice cream machines, as well as pancake flipping, the chain struggled. Ultimately, all Childs locations were shuttered in the late 1960s. Minnie Pearl's Chicken, named after the renowned country comedian Sarah Ophelia Collie Cannon, better known as Minnie Pearl, was established in the 1960s to rival Kentucky Fried Chicken. Despite its initial success, boasting 567 franchise locations, it initially succumbed to financial pressures. The chain, although leveraging Minnie Pearl's name, was not directly associated with the comedian. However, it struggled to keep pace with the dominance of KFC in the market. When the owners disclosed a significant debt of $1.2 million, Minnie Pearl's Chicken ceased operations in 1968. Carol's was an early fast food chain established in 1960, initially featuring a yellow slug as its mascot before transitioning to a young blonde boy wearing a fedora. Herb Schlotnick, upon acquiring the company rights, commenced franchising, recognizing the appeal of offering 15-cent hamburgers. Although the last Carol's outlet shuttered in 1980, the parent company seized an opportunity upon seeing Burger King's success, subsequently acquiring and franchising over 1,000 Burger King and Popeyes locations. Walgreens, famous for its drugstores across America, once ventured into the diner business with a 24-hour restaurant chain called Wags in the 1970s. Modeled after the Denny's concept, Wags operated 91 locations along major highways from 1970 to 1991. Serving breakfast platters and hamburgers, it catered to travelers and locals alike. In 1988, Walgreens sold most of its locations to the Marriott Corporation, retaining only a few in malls. Despite changing ownership multiple times, Wags ultimately closed its doors in 1991. Some of the former locations were later converted to IHOP outlets. Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor, founded in 1963 by Bob Farrell and Ken McCarthy in Portland, Oregon, reached its peak with 120 locations by 1975. Renowned for offering free ice cream sundaes to kids on their birthdays, each parlor boasted a nostalgic early 20th century ambiance, with employees donning boat hats. However, economic difficulties arose from the chain during the 1980s. The last Farrell's locations operated in California, with the final parlor closing its doors in Brea, California on June 8, 2019. While Marcus Lemonis still holds ownership of the brand, its potential revival remains uncertain. Kenny Rogers Roasters, established by country music artist Kenny Rogers in 1991, specialized in serving chicken dishes. At its height, the chain boasted 425 locations. Rogers ventured into the restaurant business after achieving financial success as an early investor in Kentucky Fried Chicken. However, in 1999, the company ceased its operations in the United States. Presently, Kenny Rogers Roasters exclusively operates in Asia, with 156 locations across the region. Howard Johnson started out in 1925 in Queenie, Massachusetts as a single soda stand, and it would become one of the most famous first fast food restaurants to offer dine-in service. Not only that, but it also became one of America's first franchises when it opened its second location following the Great Depression. There were over 400 locations across the United States at its peak in 1954. The restaurant decided to get into the hotel industry, and they transformed their restaurants into motor lodges for those on long road trips looking for affordable places to stay, and the last restaurant closed in 2017. But the motor lodges are still open and owned by Wyndham. Steak & Ale, founded by Norman Brinker with its inaugural outlet in Dallas, Texas in 1966, aimed to provide quality steaks at affordable prices. Alongside steaks, the chain offered sandwiches, hamburgers, and a salad bar. Housed in Tudor-style buildings with subdued lighting, the ambiance conveyed a sense of upscale dining. At its zenith, the chain operated 280 restaurants and remained independent until Pillsbury's acquisition, leading to the formation of S&A Restaurant Corporation. However, the 2008 market crash precipitated the company's bankruptcy filing, resulting in the permanent closure of all its restaurants. Gino's Hamburgers, established by former professional football player Gino Marchetti in 1959, along with teammate Alan Ameche, gained renown for its burgers and chicken. With 359 outlets nationwide, the chain thrived until its acquisition by Marriott, which rebranded the restaurants as Roy Rogers in 1986. While some Roy Rogers locations endure today, the original Gino's outlets have disappeared. Chi-Chi's, a Mexican restaurant owned by Hormel, was established in 1974 and once boasted 210 locations across the U.S. However, all these outlets shuttered in 2004 due to bankruptcy, which was precipitated by a significant hepatitis A outbreak in 2003. This outbreak, one of the largest in U.S. history, resulted in 4 fatalities and 660 infections, leading to extensive legal liabilities that Chi-Chi's couldn't overcome. Despite its closure in the U.S., Chi-Chi's still operates in Austria, Kuwait, and the UAE. While these defunct food chains evoke cherished memories for many, the ever-changing nature of the fast food industry means establishments can come and go quickly. Share your favorite bygone eateries in the comments below. Thanks for watching.